welcome to Thursday. I got my new cat ear headphones. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I can do all the gaming I want now. So I'm going to be doing some gaming. I know I can wear earbuds and stuff and have a mic, but I don't yet. I just like doing it like this. So I have a video for you guys today. I took it from Rebel Chaser, and the name of the video is My Girlfriend Got Wasted and This Happened to My Face. I love Rebel Chaser. You guys have to watch Rebel Chaser. She's so great. She gets really good videos. I love her. Gail, she's just adorable. I'll put her link in the description, but I had to redo this video with my commentary because I am so concerned about this guy. I feel like this guy is in an abusive relationship and he is crying out for help deep inside, but he can't. He is bullied by this girl. He is controlled by this woman. I should say, woman. She's in her 30s, maybe. He is totally controlled by this woman. And I feel very scared in my heart for this couple. I feel very worried for him. I feel like this is the very first sign of serious abuse. So I feel like there's been abuse going on for a while and that this is just the thing that she's gotten caught for now. And I think it's going to escalate if he doesn't cut it off or she doesn't get some serious help. So anyway, let's watch this video. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if I'm like totally jumping the gun here and assuming too much, but I feel like this guy is being controlled and abused and manipulated by this woman. All right, let me know what you think. Let's watch it. Gotta make me tiny, tiny, tiny. Okay, that's good. Tiny.
With me is number 4 on the calendar, Miss Angela Charnell.
Okay, and good afternoon, Miss. Is it Charnell?
Charnell.
Charnell. All right. And date of birth, December 16th, 1982?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, ma'am, we're here today for what's called a preliminary domestic violence probable cause hearing. What that means is there's been no charges filed against you. Today's hearing is simply to decide whether the prosecutors have what's called probable cause, which is the lowest standard of proof, but it essentially allows the court to set release conditions. And for the next 72 hours is the time in which the state has to actually file charges against you. So all we're doing today is determining that, and if there is probable cause, what those conditions of release would be. All right. So Mr. Stashevsky, back over to you.
Your Honor, I met with Miss Charnell this morning and we reviewed the constitutional protections that apply throughout this process. And I do believe my client understands those constitutional protections. And I do believe that Ms. Charnell should qualify statutorily, Your Honor. It's been represented that she is in the process of applying for Social Security disability and does not have a secure, reliable source of income at the moment, Your Honor. And then for the purposes of today's hearing only, defense is not contesting probable cause.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
thank you. So, Ms. Charnell.
Look at the boyfriend, guys. He is in the bottom top right. That is her boyfriend, and look at his eye.
What that means is, so this probable cause has been established, so the court can set release conditions. And I'm also noticing on Zoom there, Ryan Steubens. So I see you there, sir. See you're trying to unmute. No need to address the court just yet. I just want to let you know I see you there. And if you wish, you don't have to say anything, but I'll give you a chance to speak if, okay, all right. See you there. All right, so what we're going to do now, Ms. Charnell, is set release conditions, and I'm going to start with recommendations from the prosecutor, and then I'll turn back over to Mr. Stashevsky to speak on your behalf too, okay?
Your Honor, the state would ask for $10,000 bail with conditions of no new law violations, no firearms or deadly weapons, scram device, and a no contact order. The basis for the scram request is that alcohol was involved in this incident. The basis for the bail and no contact order is that the state has concerns based on the facts of the police report. The defendant hit the victim several times in the
Guys, throughout this, watch their faces. Watch the boyfriend's face and watch her face. Miss Drama Queen down here.
face during an argument. Additionally, looking at the defendant's criminal history, There's been a number of assault charges. Yes, some have been dismissed, but there's also some guilty findings throughout her history. So the state has concerns on based on that as well, and that's kind of the basis for the bail request.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Stashevsky.
Your Honor, I may first defer to Mr. Ryan Stubbins if he's choosing to make a statement today. I'm not sure if he articulated that.
I would like to make a statement.
And Mr. Stubbins, before you do so, we want to, for today's hearing, we really want to confine comments to entry of a no contact order and those other release conditions that the prosecutor mentioned. This isn't the opportunity to talk about the allegations, what happened, what didn't happen. That's not the point of today right now. So again, you're welcome to speak, but we're just focusing on those release conditions. So go ahead.
Yeah, I have no concerns about Angie being released. This is unusual behavior for her. It's never happened before. I've lived with her, spent every day with her for the past 2 years, and we don't drink. There's not been alcohol in the house. We went to a Christmas party, and
Notice how he said, we don't drink. There's not been alcohol in the house. Why? Why isn't there alcohol in your house?
white elephant gift got given, and unfortunately it was allowed in the house, and yesterday she drank it, and it's unusual behavior.
So a white elephant gift was given, and she just drank it. She just couldn't compulsively drank it. She couldn't help herself. This woman has a problem with alcohol. That is what they're alluding to. He doesn't want to say it. He doesn't want to get her in any more trouble than she already is. He's trying to protect her right now. She's got a problem. That's why they didn't have alcohol in the house.
She's never done anything. She's never done anything to hurt me. She's a wonderful human being, loving, caring. And
she just did, though, bro.
I don't care what the other allegations are. I know what I've experienced with her, and yesterday was completely out of character. I'm the sole provider. I am disabled. I work part-time at the Freedom Foundation, and if $10,000 bail is put on, it's going to tank me financially.
Then don't pay it.
And I want to do anything I can to help her. I'm
willing
to go to counseling, whatever she needs to help her through this week.
And look at her face like, oh, she wants him to pay it so bad. She wants him to pay her bail. She's betting and hoping everything that he will pay her bail. And she knows he will because she has complete control over this man. And the fact that he is just saying, Your Honor, one of the reasons she can't be released, I can't afford her bail. Wait, who says you have to pay her bail? When should the victim pay the aggressor's bail? When is that okay? That the victim should have to pay the aggressor's bail? That's crazy that he even thinks he's responsible for that. She's responsible for paying her own bail. She got herself into this mess. She decided to hit him and attack him, and now she needs to get herself out, or she can just sit those few weeks until she gets arraigned or whatever it is they do. This is insanity that he even suggests that he's going to pay her bail. It's crazy.
Just got engaged at the Masonic Lodge right after, before New Year's.
Engaged. Such a red flag.
It's unfortunate that this happened, but she's not a danger to society, to me, to anyone.
Yes, she is. Look at you.
And that's all I have to say.
And his voice is so shaky, you guys. He's so shaky. Like, I feel like they're so codependent with each other. They need each other. He needs her. He needs her back. He doesn't know how to live without her. She has been controlling him for a year and a half. He doesn't know how to live without her now. And he's freaking out. And that's the shakiness in his voice. He doesn't know what he's going to do. This is crazy.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Is it Stubbins or Stubbins?
Stubbins.
You're dramatic.
Thank you for those comments. I'm also curious on if she were released, if there was the entry of that no contact order, so she was out of custody, if you could speak specifically to her not being able to return home.
No, this is the only place she has, and it's her home too.
Save the waterworks, bro.
I do not want a no contact. I do not support a no contact order. I believe, given the proper professional help and assistance, that we can move through this and get back on the track to living life.
Look at her, please.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Shrinell.
Drama queen.
Do you have any other friends or family in the area if there was a no contact order where you could stay?
Your Honor, she has related to me that while it would present difficulties, that she could live with her mother on Steamboat Island Road were the court to enter a no contact order. With that statement, defense would just highlight Mr. Stubbins' comments of the isolated nature of this incident in relation to his experience with my client.
She needs to chill out.
And I have additional
Chill out.
information in relation to the state's request, but I will hold on that until appropriate, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. And then is Mr. Stubbins the sole provider?
Yes, he is my sole provider,
Why am I not
and he has
surprised?
been for the last year and a half.
Why am I not surprised, honey?
And do I recall, the two of you have children together?
We do not.
No
Get
children.
out of there, Ryan! Run! Run, Ryan!
Mr. Stashevsky, did you say you had more comments, additional comments?
They're engaged. Guys, they're engaged. She wants to get pregnant so bad, and she will get pregnant as fast as she can to get this guy even more hooked on her. Oh, she's going to. Oh my gosh, this is so scary.
Your Honor, defense wanted to provide a full record for why we don't believe bail is appropriate in this circumstance. Your Honor.
Well, you can. I'll save you the time there, Mr. Stashevsky. I'm not going to impose bail in this case. I am going to impose a no contact order, though, at this point.
Yes!
I'm going to allow an exception for direct written electronic communication for household finances. So the two of you will be able to communicate electronically. So that means written electronic, so text, emails, that sort of thing, to discuss finances, to make sure that that you're able to communicate that way. But I do, having reviewed the police report myself, as well as I'm talking.
Guys, I want to see that police report. I want to read that police report so bad. What else did she do? What happened? I want to know. I bet she fought with the cops. I bet she was a handful. I bet it was insane. And I want to know the details. But this judge is amazing, guys, because he does not care what they say. He's seen enough abusive relationships to know that they're always going to do this. The really bad ones, where they're both completely codependent and one is controlling the other, and it's just very abusive. They're very wound together, and it's very serious. That's how I see this one. The judge knows. He knows this is bad, and this is a very bad sign. And he's saying this is the first time. I don't think so. I don't think that this has been the first time that she has been physical toward him. I do not believe it. I would be very surprised if it was after a year and a half. I think that maybe her behaviors have been escalating, and that maybe this is the first time she's actually attacked. I feel like she's attacked him before, but hitting or pulling or whatever. But this is the first time she's really hurt him. Maybe. And I think she's escalating, and I think it's going to get worse and worse. And if he has a baby with this woman, imagine how she would be if he tried to leave her. Imagine how she would be in a divorce and custody stuff. Such a red flag. This is just so bad.
Cognizant of Ms. Chanel's DUI history as well, and the level of intoxication that's alleged in this case, I think a scram device is also appropriate. So I think, Ms. Chanel, you're going to be on some pretty significant pretrial release supervision. And I think at that point that satisfies the court at this point that's the least restrictive means, short of bail, that will keep Mr. Stubbins, safe, the community safe, and keep you sober, because that's going to be conditions of release. So I'll release you. Conditions of your release are to have no criminal law violations, to not go to any bars or taverns, to not consume any alcohol, marijuana, or non-prescribed drugs, to not possess a gun or a deadly weapon. Again, you're going to be on what's called pretrial services supervision. There's paperwork you're going to get there at the jail that has a phone number on page 2 of the judgment sentence form you're going to get. That has pretrial services phone number. You got to call them within 48 hours. All right, and they're going to help you figure out how to and you'll get all this paperwork at the jail. All right, and they will help you figure out how to get it's called a scram device. It's something you wear on your ankle that monitors any alcohol in your system. So if it registers they get an alert, and then the court gets an alert, and that could result in bail being imposed or
have
other
no problem
modifications
with
to your
that.
release condition. All right. There is going to also be a no contact order. There's
You
a
need to
civil
go
standby.
home.
She won't. She won't abide by it.
The civil standby allows you to go back to the Rochester residence with Thurston County Sheriff. So you got to call them first. They'll escort you to the residence, and you can get your personal belongings. Sounds like you can live with your mom while this order is in effect. So you'll have to do that.
And get a job.
Again, you'll have that exception for written electronic communication, just with respect to household finances.
Get a
and so that
job.
order will be in effect. The last paperwork you're going to get is what's called an order to surrender weapons. All right, that's you can comply with that by either, if you have weapons, surrendering those to the Thurston County Sheriff's Department, or if you don't have any weapons, filing what's called a declaration of non-surrender. That's you attesting to the fact that you don't have any weapons to turn over to law enforcement. All right, so you're going to get a lot of paperwork there at the jail. Before I start filling all of this out, do you have any questions?
She's gonna beg. She'll beg.
Yeah, he was
again.
asking if you had any questions.
Sir, I would really like to be able to go home. We have a house.
No.
I have all my food there.
He has a house, honey. He has a house. You moved into his house when you started dating him, and you have been sapping off him the entire time. Get a job. Quit complaining. Quit poor meing. He was attacked. You go.
I have all my paperwork, all of my cell phone, my purse, everything. My whole
in a
life is
tub.
there.
And one of
I need to go home.
and one of the things.
So you will
I'm
be
willing to go to my
allowed.
mom's. I'm willing to go to my mom's for
Okay,
a couple
so
months.
for
Good
both of you,
Lord.
okay, so for both of you,
Good
what this order says is that Ms. Tranell is not allowed to go within 1,000 feet of Mr. Stubbins' residence. All right, so there isn't a location requirement. So if Mr. Stubbins is residing somewhere else while the case is pending, then she's allowed to go home. So it's wherever you're living at the time.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay. See how she's so happy. She has no problem with that. Oh, I'm so happy. He's going to bend over backwards for me because I know Ryan always does that when I talk to him like this. Look at the relief on her face. In no way does she feel accountable for what she did, because if she did, she would never require that man to move out of his home because he was attacked by her. He should not have to go anywhere. That's his home. He was attacked. She attacked him. This is ridiculous. This man should not do a thing for this woman. If she truly feels bad for what she did, she will atone for it. She would atone for it. She would be like, Judge, I am so sorry. I will go through whatever I need to go through to get better so that this never happens again. I cannot believe I did this. Can't believe I did this. This is horrible. I feel horrible. I want to get help. I want to do whatever I can. And I think that staying away from him for a while is good for both of us while we get counseling and things, because I never want this to happen again. And I don't want to risk this happening again. So I'm going to get help, and we're going to work through this the right way. That's what someone who is truly accountable would say. Instead, she wants me. She wants his house. She wants to go. She wants everything for her. And no regard for the victim. No regard for this man who she attacked. She has no qualm about him moving to his mother's house. She doesn't care because she gets his house. And that makes her so happy because Ryan's doing what she wants.
Yes.
I will go to my mom's. I'll start getting stuff packed up this evening, and I'll probably be done with that tomorrow. And she can come back to Winnie Street.
That's what a broken man sounds like. That's why I'm so convinced that this is a serious abusive relationship, because he is a broken man. The way he talks, his demeanor, his posture, everything is broken down. He has been broken by this woman, and he's helpless without her.
And I will stay. We'll stay away from each other while this gets sorted out.
No, you won't.
All right. And just so you're also both aware, the no contact order is imposed now. You are both sides are free to file a motion to rescind or modify the no contact order while the case is pending. And so, Miss Tranell, work with your attorney on that if you would like to propose something. And then Mr. Stubbins, if you want to reach out to the prosecuting attorney's office. I don't believe they have a victim advocate necessarily, but you can talk to somebody in their office too, if And but there's a template motion to modify or rescind the no contact order that you can always file. And just again, so you're both aware too, typically what I don't want to make any representations about a decision, but typically what judges look for in those motions is some sort of new information that wasn't there when the case was pending. So Ms. Chanel, if you're in some kind of treatment program, any kind of affirmative steps that you're taking to, and address any underlying issues there, that's the type of thing a judge looks for making changes to those pretrial no contact orders. So again, not saying one way or another what would happen, but that's the type of thing that a judge would be looking for.
And the only reason she'll do it, because she needs to get her grips on him again. She is going to be so afraid of him being out of her clutches for a while. That is what abusers do. They freak out if their victim is going to be out of their clutches for a while, because someone could talk to them. They could come to their senses. She needs her grip in him, and she needs it now. And she's going to do whatever she can to have it.
Okay.
I'm in the process of looking for a new psychiatrist. I actually haven't had one for the last 3 months. And that could have been why this.
And we don't want to speak to what the allegations are. We don't want to talk about any of that.
All the things you're saying, highly encourage you to tell your public defender, who might be able to help you get the documentation you need for that. Okay. Last thing we're going to do today is set your next hearing, which is going to be an arraignment on Friday or Monday. Monday. Yeah.
She's going to be indicted.
But I just know sometimes Mondays.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
There's
do
no
it
way
Friday.
that they won't.
Well, I want to give the state all the time that they need, actually, so we'll do Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. What time? Those are on 1:30, right? Okay. All right. So, Ms. Chanel, your next court date is going to be Monday at 1:30. Kind of backing up, like I was mentioning before, you're not actually. Oh, can you not?
Sorry, Your Honor, it's a little hard to hear at the moment.
Oh, okay, I understand. Can you, Mr. Stashevsky, just maybe come off mute when it sounds like the noise there has died down, and we'll keep addressing
People yelling at the jail.
addressing the case here.
That's a constant.
If the court's able to hear us.
Well, you guys, that's the video, and I had to show this to you because I have a passion for abusive relationships, especially when the male is the one being abused, because I feel like it is so underreported and so misunderstood. And there are so many men that are being abused that will not speak up. It's laughed at. Oh, men are bigger. They could protect themselves and stuff. It does. The psychological, mental, emotional, spiritual harm it does to a man is so bad. And not like a woman can't hurt a man. I saw on a body cam video, 110-pound girlfriend. She had a big bodybuilder boyfriend. She jumped on his back and stabbed him 26 times in under a minute. So it's not like girlfriends can't hurt their boyfriends. And they do. And sometimes the mental stuff is breaking him down as a man and as a person is just so terrible. So anyway, I'm always on the lookout for that stuff. And I like to be very verbal about it because I'm very passionate about it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think I'm being too hard on her? Do you think I'm being too hard on them? Do you think maybe it was a one-time thing and I'm just being nuts? Or do you think I'm justified in my suspicions? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, guys. Thanks for watching.